Gabrielle Union recently did an interview with Sway and said this.
He eats her, then does that mean she has to eat the man?
If we're talking about, equal time here.
Guys really aren't, at least the ones I know, aren't really into this.
That's what they say.
And I tried to put around it. I tried to break up with her.
Yeah.
And, hey, things has been bad lately. Hey, we've been having a little distance in our relationship anyway. Like, I tried all that.
Right.
She kept showing up. But ultimately, for me, it's all about making her understand that I'm continuing to grow. I'm continuing to, to work on myself. Not understand, but show her.
At 52, Gabrielle Union just exposed the cracks in her marriage. But behind it all, one thing stands out. She's finally confronting the rumors that Dwyane Wade might not even be into women.
As kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things.
Wade's own admission about cross-dressing as a child has fueled years of speculation about his true sexuality. Now, Union is breaking her silence about their crumbling marriage.
Because I've never been, at that time, no one is in the NBA or played basketball has never been openly gay.
Right.
I've never had a conversation with
even in our locker room.
Openly in our locker room.
The divorce papers are coming, and Union's about to expose the shocking truth about Wade's secret life that Hollywood has been whispering about for years. What she reveals will destroy everything. From the very beginning, Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade's relationship was founded on deception. When they first met at a Super Bowl party in 2007, Wade was still married to his high school sweetheart, Dwyane Funches. But the red flags were flying high even before their first conversation. Gabrielle told Essence magazine, "I stayed on one side of the room with my people we like to party, and he doesn't drink at all. He was on the other side of the room holding Bible study." The contrast couldn't have been more obvious. Gabrielle was party-focused, living her best life, while Wade projected this squeaky clean, religious image. But as we've learned over the years, that Bible study persona was nothing more than a carefully crafted facade designed to hide his true nature. Wade filed for divorce from Dwyane in 2007, the exact same year he met Gabrielle. Despite his claims that Union wasn't the reason for his marriage breakdown, the timeline tells a different story. They made their public debut in 2010, conveniently the same year his divorce was finalized. The coincidence is too perfect to ignore, but the foundation of lies went even deeper. During their courtship period, disturbing allegations emerged about Wade's behavior during his first marriage. His ex-wife, Dwyane, accused him of giving her transmitted disease, an allegation so serious that Wade was forced to file a defamation lawsuit. According to Wade's own book, these weren't just random accusations, but part of what he called untruths that his ex-wife spread. The legal battles were just beginning. Dwyane didn't just accuse Wade of infidelity. She claimed his relationship with Union was causing emotional distress to their children. While the lawsuit was eventually dismissed, it painted a picture of a man who had no problem destroying his family for a new relationship. Even more disturbing were reports from Wade's former business partner, Richard Von Houtman, who described witnessing drug use and remnants of S parties at Wade's Miami Beach condo. Von Houtman claimed Wade and his entourage made it clear their goal was to have S with as many women as possible. This wasn't the family man image Wade was selling to the public. Union, despite being an accomplished actress with her own career, found herself immediately labeled a home wrecker by blogs and media outlets. The backlash was so severe that she later admitted her career took a hit from the madness. But instead of running from the red flags, she chose to stay, a decision that would haunt her for years to come. The most damaging allegation against Dwyane Wade didn't come from tabloids or gossip blogs. It came from the mother of his children. Dwyane Funches' accusation that Wade had contracted and transmitted a sexually transmitted disease created a scandal that would follow him throughout his relationship with Gabrielle Union. Wade addressed these explosive claims in his book, A Father First, where he described the allegations as part of a pattern of untruths spread by his ex-wife. But the damage was already done. As Wade himself admitted, it's impossible to undo this kind of damage once such accusations are made public. The STD allegation wasn't made in isolation. It was part of a larger custody battle where Funches painted a picture of Wade as an unfaithful husband who endangered her health. According to Wade, the accusation wasn't true, is baseless, and was eventually seen by the custody judge as part of the all-out effort to alienate the boys from me. But here's where things get murky. While Wade vehemently denied the STD allegations, he never denied the infidelity that would have led to contracting such a disease in the first place. His former business partner's accounts of S parties and Wade's goal to have S with as many women as possible suggest a pattern of behavior that would put any partner at risk. For Gabrielle Union, entering a relationship with a man facing such serious health-related accusations should have been a massive red flag. Yet she not only stayed but defended him publicly. This decision would prove prophetic, as Wade's pattern of infidelity would continue throughout their relationship. The STD scandal also revealed something crucial about Wade's character: his willingness to destroy anyone who threatened to expose his true nature. The defamation lawsuit against Chauvin wasn't just about clearing his name. It was about silencing a woman who knew too much about his private life. What makes this even more disturbing is how the media and public largely accepted Wade's version of events. His carefully crafted image as a devoted father and reformed man overshadowed the serious nature of the allegations. But as we'll see, this pattern of public denial while privately engaging in questionable behavior would define his entire relationship with Union. The STD scandal wasn't just about one allegation. It was a window into Wade's true character and a preview of the pain he would inflict on every woman who trusted him with their heart and their health. Behind Dwyane Wade's carefully constructed public image lies a web of disturbing connections and behaviors that paint a very different picture of the NBA legend. The allegations about his private life go far beyond simple infidelity. They reveal a man living a double life that would shock his millions of fans. Richard Von Houtman's explosive revelations about Wade's Miami Beach condo paint a picture of debauchery that contradicts everything Wade claims to represent. Von Houtman, who rented Wade a $1.7 million condo for his marketing company, witnessed firsthand what he described as a headquarters for sexy time. They'd have these parties in there 2 or 3 times a week, Von Houtman revealed. There were always dozens of people in there: rappers, Dwyane and his entourage, women they'd pick up in clubs. But the most damaging part of his testimony was what it revealed about Wade's mindset. They both made it clear to me how their goal in life is to have S with as many women as possible. This wasn't just casual partying. This was systematic sexual behavior that directly contradicted Wade's public persona as a devoted family man. Von Houtman also witnessed Wade smoking marijuana in front of everybody at a charity event in Chicago, showing a complete disregard for his professional image and legal consequences.
As kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things.
Even more revealing are Wade's own admissions about his childhood behavior. His confession about wearing heels and trying on his sister's clothing takes on new significance when viewed alongside persistent rumors about his sexuality. While supporting his transgender daughter Zaya is admirable, Wade's own gender expression patterns suggest deeper personal struggles with identity that he's never publicly addressed. The most disturbing connections involve Wade's alleged relationships with high-profile figures in the entertainment industry, particularly rumors linking him to Sean "Diddy" Combs. While these allegations remain unconfirmed, the pattern of secretive behavior and hidden relationships suggests Wade has been living a double life for years. Von Houtman's assessment was damning. The man isn't what people worldwide think he is. He and his friends are just a bunch of idiots. For someone who worked closely with Wade, this insider perspective reveals a man whose private behavior was completely at odds with his public image. What makes these revelations even more significant is how they explain the constant marital problems and trust issues that have plagued Wade's relationships. A man leading a secret life cannot maintain honest, intimate relationships. The deception becomes too overwhelming to sustain. In 2013, Dwyane Wade committed the ultimate betrayal that nearly destroyed his relationship with Gabrielle Union forever. While Union was struggling with fertility issues and multiple miscarriages, Wade was secretly having an affair with his longtime friend, Aja Matoyer, and got her pregnant. The timing couldn't have been more cruel. Union had been desperately trying to have a child with Wade, suffering through an estimated 9 miscarriages that took a devastating emotional and physical toll. Meanwhile, Wade was effortlessly impregnating another woman behind her back. You see, Dwyane and Gabrielle claimed they were broken up with when Dwyane decided to go have a baby with someone else, but TMZ uncovered some of Gabrielle's social media posts that were shared during the time of their alleged breakup that proved they were still very much together.
But ultimately, for me, it's all about making her understand that I'm continuing to grow. I'm continuing to work on myself. Not understand, but show her.
What made the betrayal even worse was Wade's cowardly approach to the situation. According to his own account on Club Shay Shay, instead of coming clean about the affair and pregnancy, he tried to break up with Union without explanation.
And I tried to put around it. I tried to break up with her.
Yeah.
And, hey, things has been bad lately. Hey, we've been having a little distance in our relationship anyway. Like, I tried all that.
Right.
She kept showing up.
His manipulative breakup speech was designed to push her away without taking responsibility for his actions. When Union refused to accept the breakup and kept showing up in his life, Wade finally told her the truth about Aja's pregnancy. The revelation devastated Union, who later wrote in her memoir that she struggled to forgive him. The small voice telling her to leave was overwhelmed by her fear of public humiliation. She sucked it up and stayed with him. Aja gave birth to their son, Xavier, in November 2013, and less than a month later, Dwyane proposed to Gabrielle with an 8.5-carat diamond engagement ring. His children helped him by holding signs that read, "Will you marry us?" And Gabrielle said yes. The timing of Wade's proposal reveals his manipulative nature. Less than a month after his affair baby was born, he proposed to Union with an elaborate setup involving his children. This wasn't romance, it was damage control. He knew Union was considering leaving and used the public pressure of an elaborate proposal to trap her into staying. Union later admitted in her memoir that the me of today would not have stayed with him. She recognized that her decision to forgive Wade was driven by fear rather than love. The fear of public embarrassment kept her in a relationship that was already fundamentally broken. The affair revealed everything about Wade's character: his willingness to betray the woman he claimed to love, his cowardice in avoiding responsibility, and his manipulative use of grand gestures to cover up his wrongdoing. For Union, it was a preview of the pain and humiliation that would define their marriage. But the real bombshells were still to come, because as the gay rumors intensified and their marriage continued cracking under pressure, Union would make desperate moves that exposed way more than she ever intended.
Wade's wife, Gabrielle Union, recently did an interview with Sway and said this.
He eats her, and does that mean she has to eat the man?
We're talking about, equal time here.
Guys really aren't, at least the ones I know, aren't really into this.
That's what they say.
Gabrielle Union's shocking admission about their intimate life reveals far more than just bedroom preferences. It exposes the power dynamics and compromises that have defined their troubled marriage. When a woman feels compelled to share such explicit details publicly, it signals deeper issues within the relationship. The public's reaction to Union's revelations shows how desperate she's become to maintain the illusion of a happy marriage. When you're sharing intimate details to prove your relationship is working, it's actually evidence that it's falling apart. The fact that she felt compelled to reveal such private information suggests she's trying to counter rumors about Wade's sexual preferences and their compatibility. These revelations take on even more significance when considered alongside persistent rumors about Wade's sexuality. His childhood admissions about wearing women's clothing, the secretive nature of his friendships, and the constant speculation about his relationships with men in the entertainment industry create a pattern that Union may be desperately trying to dispel. The timing of these intimate revelations coincides with growing speculation about their marriage. When celebrities start oversharing about their private lives, it's usually a sign they're trying to control a narrative that's spinning out of their control. Union's explicit admissions aren't signs of a confident, secure relationship. They're the desperate actions of a woman trying to save face. What's particularly disturbing is how these revelations exploit their intimate life for public consumption. Union's willingness to share such private details suggests she's willing to sacrifice her own dignity to maintain the facade of their marriage. This kind of public oversharing often indicates serious underlying problems that can't be addressed privately. The reaction from other NBA wives and the entertainment industry has been telling. Many see Union's revelations as crossing a line that shouldn't be crossed. When your private life becomes public entertainment, you've lost control of your relationship and your own narrative. These explosive admissions aren't just shocking, they're sad. They reveal a woman so desperate to prove her marriage is working that she's willing to expose the most intimate details of her life. It's a level of desperation that suggests the end may be nearer than anyone realizes. Behind the carefully curated social media posts and public appearances, Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade's marriage has been deteriorating for years. The cracks in their relationship have become impossible to hide, and insiders suggest that Union has finally reached her breaking point. According to an October 2023 blind item from gossip blog Dwyane, Wade was spotted having intimate conversations with another woman, a revelation that suggests his pattern of infidelity has continued throughout their marriage. The report indicates that Union has been posting cryptic messages about clarity, truth, and transparency on social media, suggesting she's preparing the public for what's coming next. The report added an insider said they will be like Will and Jada. If they ever separate, they will keep it quiet and live their separate lives, but keep a united front for years if necessary. Not another entanglement. The comparison to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith is particularly telling. Like that couple, Union and Wade may be maintaining the appearance of a happy marriage while living separate lives. The united front strategy allows them to protect their brand and business interests while privately dealing with the reality of their failed relationship. Wade's birthday message to Union in October 2023 was especially revealing. His caption read, "May your journey to peace become shared stories in your next memoir." The phrase "journey to peace" suggests Union is struggling and needs to find peace, likely from their troubled marriage. The reference to "your next memoir" implies there are more stories to be told, potentially about their relationship's end. Union's response to the post was equally telling. While she told Wade she loved him, it wasn't enough to stop speculation about their marriage status. The lukewarm response suggested obligation rather than genuine affection, the kind of public display couples make when they're going through the motions. Looking back on her decision to give him a second chance, she wrote in her memoir, "The me of today would not have stayed with him, but would I be who I am now without the pain?" Union's own words reveal the truth about their relationship. She's admitted that if she had to make the decision again, she wouldn't stay with Wade. The only reason she can justify her choice is by framing her pain as a learning experience. This isn't the language of a woman in a happy marriage. It's the reflection of someone who recognizes she made a mistake but is trying to find meaning in her suffering. The financial arrangements of their marriage also reveal underlying tensions. After Wade threw it in Union's face that she was living in his house, Union insisted on going halves on everything when they moved to Los Angeles. This need for financial independence suggests she was already planning for a future without him. Their relationship has been defined by public humiliation, from the STD allegations to the cheating scandal to the current speculation about Wade's sexuality. Union has endured more public embarrassment than any woman should have to bear, and at 52, she may finally be ready to prioritize her own peace over public perception. At 52, Gabrielle Union is finally ready to tell her truth. After years of protecting Dwyane Wade's image at the expense of her own happiness and dignity, she's reached a breaking point that signals the end of their tumultuous marriage. The signs have been building for months. Union's increasingly cryptic social media posts about transparency and truth-telling suggest she's preparing to reveal information that will shock the public. Her willingness to share intimate details about their private life indicates she's no longer concerned about protecting Wade's reputation or their marriage's image. It seems that after years of accepting betrayal and public humiliation as the price of being with Wade, she's finally recognizing that real love doesn't require suffering. The pain she's endured isn't proof of deep love. It's evidence of a toxic relationship that has damaged her for years. Union's journey from a successful independent actress to a woman desperately trying to save a doomed marriage has been painful to watch. She's sacrificed her career momentum, her dignity, and her peace of mind for a man who has consistently proven he's not worthy of her loyalty. But at 52, she's finally ready to prioritize herself. The financial independence she insisted on when they moved to Los Angeles now looks like strategic planning for divorce. By ensuring she had equal ownership in their shared assets, Union protected herself from the kind of financial manipulation Wade used against her in Miami. She learned from that humiliation and made sure it couldn't happen again. The most telling sign of their marriage's end is Union's willingness to speak openly about their problems. When celebrities start sharing intimate details and posting cryptic messages, it usually means they're preparing the public for a major announcement. Union's recent behavior suggests she's laying the groundwork for divorce proceedings. Wade's own behavior has made the decision easier. His continued pattern of suspicious behavior with other women, his manipulative attempts to control the narrative, and his willingness to exploit their family situation for public sympathy have finally pushed Union past her breaking point. At this point, the red flags were there from the first day they met, so we can't say we're surprised by the new marital issue allegations. The red flags were indeed there from day one. The fact that Wade was married when they met, the STD allegations, the cheating scandal, the persistent sexuality rumors, and the pattern of lies and manipulation that has defined their relationship. Union ignored these warning signs for over a decade, but at 52, she's finally ready to acknowledge the truth. Her silence is ending, and when she fully breaks it, the revelations about Dwyane Wade and their marriage will shock the entertainment world. After years of protecting a man who never deserved her loyalty, Gabrielle Union is finally ready to protect herself. The divorce announcement may be coming soon, and when it does, it will mark the end of one of Hollywood's most troubled marriages, and the beginning of Union's journey to the peace she's been seeking for years. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.